Hi and welcome to the Insolvency Experts video series entitled The Top 20 Tips for Surviving in Small Business. I'm Steve Kugel. Tip 8 is the bottom line to the entire series, and unless you know it and can achieve it, you may not survive. Every business and every household must know the minimum amount of income required to cover the costs of staying afloat. I know that sounds obvious, but you wouldn't believe the number of times my clients say things like, "It's a good business, but it's just overwhelmed by debt." Well, if it were a good business, why are they talking to a liquidator? Isn't that mountain of debt a reflection on the business's profitability and viability in its current form? In my experience, the reason people make these types of comments is because they're not across the numbers and simply don't know the true level of expenses in their business, nor the minimum level of sales required to cover those costs. In Tip 7, I suggested the regular preparation and review of budgets in order to project likely level of income and costs. Assuming you've taken the last suggestion on board, I now encourage you to meet with your accountant and calculate the break-even point for your business. The break-even point is the level of sales required to cover the costs of the operation. It is the point at which no profit is generated nor any loss incurred, where the business is neither going forward nor backwards. Calculating your break-even point is critical for a business owner. Apart from crystallising precisely the level of sales needed to keep the doors open each week, month or year, the exercise will also help you to determine the level of your trading losses and how long they may be sustained, to set or adjust prices of goods or services in response to a competitive market, to determine whether the cost structure of the business is appropriate or if it needs to be addressed. As with every tip in this series, I encourage you to meet with your professional advisors to discuss all aspects of your business, in this case, your break-even point. Remember, if you have a financial problem, either corporate or personal, the Insolvency Experts operate a confidential and entirely free 24-hour insolvency advice line with all calls able to be anonymous if required. Call us 24 hours on 1300 767 525 and we'll be there to help.